Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a nice day. So, today we're going to complete what we have started in the grammar section. So, we started with the reported speech, but the first type was statements, sentences. Now, today we're going to start with the questions and commands and requests. Now, in the question, as I told you before, in the reported speech, we're going to use the same rules. Like, if I have a question in the present symbol, I'm going to change it into, or report it into past symbol. If it was past symbol, past perfect, present perfect, past perfect. Okay? So, now let's start here. Now, first of all, you have to know that we have two types of questions. WH questions and yes or no question. Now let's see. Why is Dave angry with me? Have I done something wrong? So I have two questions. Number one, why is Dave angry with me? First of all, is it WH question or yes or no question? It's WH question. In which tense? Why is Dave angry with me? It's in the present, so I have to change it into the past symbol. Now, in the reported speech, in the statements, I have to use two words when I make the reported speech. I have to use say or tell, said, told. Now, in the reported speech question, of course, I'm not going to use say or tell. I'm going to use asked. So, Sam asked, or Sam asked me why Dave was angry with him. Why Dave was angry with him. As you can see, I just changed is into was. From present to past. From present symbol to past symbol. And you're done. Now, have I done something wrong? Sam asked if or whether. Why did I write if or whether? I can choose between them because I have yes or no question. Have I done something wrong? Have I done something wrong? The question is in which tense? It's in the present perfect. I have and I have verb number 3. Done, verb number 3 of do. So present perfect is going to be past perfect. Sam asked if he had done something wrong. As you can see, instead of have, I have had. And instead of I, because Sam is a boy, it's going to be he. He had done something wrong. Easy? Now let's see examples here. Number 1. Where are you going? This is a question. Okay? In which tense this question? Where are you going? It's in the present progressive. If it was in the present progressive, it's going to be in the simply past progressive. So, he asked me where I, instead of you, because he asked me what. So I'm going, instead of the pronoun you, when he talked to me, he used the pronoun you. Now I'm going to speak of myself, I'm going to use I. And he asked me where I was going. And instead of are, because here they have you, I'm going to use was. I'm not going to use am if it was in the present, if I'm going to make it into the present. But no, I'm going to make it into the past. So I'm going to use was. Okay? Number 2. Do you want to go? What type of question is that? Yes or no question. Okay? In which tense do you want to go? As you can see, I use do if the sentence is in what? Present. So I'm going to say, he asked me if, or you can write whether, if I wanted to go. So, do you want to go? What did he ask you? He asked me if, because I have the yes or no question, and then he used you, I'm going to use I, and instead of want, I'm going to use wanted. I'm not going to use do or did here. Okay? The next one. Have you seen the bird? Again, it's what? WH question. In which tense? Have and seen. So it's in the present perfect. I'm going to change it into past perfect. She asked me whether so here I used whether instead of if. You can choose, there is no difference between them. She asked me whether I had seen the bird. Whether I had seen the bird. Okay? Now let's see. Now we're going to move on to the reported speech, commands and requests. This is the easiest type. Questions and statements need you to be more focused, need you to be careful with them because you're going to change many things. But in the commands and requests, no, they are very simple. You're not related here with any tense. Just make sure that you don't have these words, or if you have these words, you're going to change them to the reported speech. For example, here we have, please don't interrupt me, be quiet. Now, what is a command and what is a request? You need to make sure that you know the difference between them. Commands is when I order you to do something. When your mother order you to clean your room. So she's going to come to you and she's going to say, clean your room. But request, no. Request if your friend asks you to do something. But so she's going to say please, or you ask your teacher to do something, so you're going to add please. This is a request. So requests are more polite than commands. Okay? Every sentence that has please you have to know immediately that it's a request. But if the sentence has exclamatory mark, usually that means that it's a command. Why I should differentiate between them? Because I'm going to use the verb ask when I have a request, and I'm going to use the verb told when I have a command. So, please don't interrupt me. It's a request. Why? Because I have please. I have the word please. So I'm going to say, Steve asked me, I'm not going to use do, remember? Not to interrupt him. Did I ask you what is the tense in this sentence? No, because every command and request, there is no tense, there is no past or present. No, I asked you or someone asked you to do something or told you to do something. Be quiet. This is a command, okay? It's not a request, it's not a polite thing. No, I ask you, I order you to do something. So be quiet, it's going to be in the reported speech. He told me to be quiet. Can you see? Very easy. So you're going to use the verb what to report commands? Told. You're going to use the verb what to report requests, which has please, asked. So told and asked. So as you can see here in the note, don't changes to not to. Please don't interrupt me. Steve asked me not to interrupt him. Okay? So in this type, we're just going to pay attention to the difference between commands and requests, and pay attention to the pronouns because you have to change them. Okay? Now let's see some examples. He said to me, come with me. What do you think? Is it the request, something that is polite, or it's a command? Yes, it is a command, so it's going to be, he told me to go with him. Or sorry, to come with him. It should be to come with him. Okay? Now, he said to me, don't lie to me. It's going to be, he told me not to lie to him. He said, please don't smoke. So this thing is what? It's a request because I have please. So I'm not going to use told. I'm going to use asked. He asked me, or he asked them not to smoke. I'm not going to add please here. I'm not going to add do. I said politely, please make less noise. I asked them politely, this is just an example, to make less noise. Easy, right? So, I hope you understand. And this is all for today. Have a nice day.